Hey everyone, it's Amy here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited to share with you guys a love it or leave it of a brand new highlighter from MORPHE, and this was the collaboration with Deysi Danger. But she collaborated with MORPHE to bring them their first highlighting palette in their collection, and I was super excited about it from the standpoint that I really enjoy MORPHE products, and I was excited to see a really cool palette with lots of different shades in it as well as being an affordable price. So here is what the palette looks like. Same exact size, shape, dimensions, all that is like some of their blush palettes and contour palettes that you guys may be familiar with. I do have the 9pan blush palette and love it. Same exact size and all that kind of good stuff. So when you open it up, here is what the shades look like. They're so pretty. What I love about this palette is there's a little bit of everything for everyone, as well as there's actually 2 matte powders in here, and then there's 7 actual highlighters. So you have a yellow and you have a pink, which are really great as setting powders, and I like that they did 2 different colors. One for the darker skin tones and one for the lighter skin tones. However, this yellow shade is a really nice yellow shade that I can even wear it when I'm on the lighter side compared to what I am right now. And then I can also wear this one. So I like these two. You can also mix them together. They're really finely milled, really soft, and they're really pigmented and really nice. So let me go ahead and swatch those for you guys as well. And they are really smooth, which is what I also like about them, especially with like a tapered brush for setting your under eye concealer. They were really smooth and easy to work with. Really like those. And then you do get 7 different shades of highlighters. You have yellows, you have pinks, you have champagnes, goldens, bronze. Like there's a little bit for everyone. And if you're thinking some of these shades are too dark for me or too light for me, as always, you can definitely use these as eyeshadows. As far as the formula goes for this specific palette, I find that the only way I can describe it is it has a thin consistency, not in a bad way, but it's definitely not like a foiled kind of highlighter. It's not going to feel thick. It's not going to feel dense. What it reminds me the most of is my Essence Pure Nude highlighter. Not saying that, oh, this is a cheap palette. It reminds me of a really cheap drugstore product. It just reminds me of how this feels. It's got a very smooth, thin consistency. It's really pretty, but yet it's got a really smooth, silky texture, and it's very lightweight. And that's what these remind me of as far as how they feel on the skin. I can't apply them with any kind of brush. I like to apply them with a Morphe 501 or my Target Up and Up brush is always my favorite way to pack on a little bit more color. But I don't want you guys to think that they feel like Morphe's eyeshadows. They're metallic and foiled eyeshadows. They're not going to feel like that. Those are much more dense and much thicker and just have a very thick formula, whereas these are much more thin. Not in a bad way, they just have much more thin consistency, so just keep that in mind. But these colors are really pretty, and if you are going to use them as eyeshadows like I did with this shade, because I'll never be able to wear this is way too dark for me, even at my tannest right now, definitely I can use it as an eyeshadow, but the way they perform the best is if you go in with some kind of base underneath. Whether it's kind of like a tacky crayon pencil with like a darker base or something to change up the color, or like a MAC paint pot, but I definitely would go in with something a little bit tackier and thicker. Like I said, like a crayon. You know, I'm thinking like NYX pencils, how those have white and black and those are really thick, or you can use a MAC paint pot. Then it makes it a little bit more pigmented and lasts a little bit longer. The first day I went in with it with just like concealer as my eyeshadow base, and then I went in with this on top, and I found that it just kind of had not quite the like oomph and like pigment that I was expecting and being like wham bam foiled eyeshadow on your face. Again, if you want it to be like that, use a setting spray or tailor the different kinds of bases you're using underneath it. But it still was long wearing. I didn't find that it creased. I didn't find that it disappeared. It just wasn't as pigmented as I wanted. But you definitely can use these as eyeshadows. And if you want something a little bit more subdued and just really light and sparkly and just very natural looking, you can go in with it by itself. And then if you want to intensify it, change up the base. So let's get to swatching because these are really unique and pretty. You will see a close-up as well. So this one has kind of a yellow golden sheen, a little bit of a duochrome effect where it's got a little bit of different colors and certain lights, but it's really pretty, and these are really great to mix. Like I like mixing that yellow one with these bases down here to lighten them up a little bit. That's also a great idea. This one is also one that's kind of a duochrome effect where it's kind of peachy and pink at the same time. Really pretty. And then I really like these pink ones right here. If you're very fair, you're gonna love this one. This one's really pretty. If you're kind of light to medium but still like those lighter colors on your skin, you're gonna like this pink right here. So let's swatch these. These are also really great to be mixed as well to create kind of your own custom pink highlighter, but these are so pretty. And then the darker ones down here, let's get to those. I can wear the two next ones I'm going to show you, and then that last one is a little too dark for me, and I use as an eyeshadow. So let's go ahead and swatch these. They kind of go from champagne, golden, and bronze. So here those are. I mean, look how stunning those colors are. Are they not gorgeous? Like this shade right here, I love it. Like I'm constantly mixing that one and these two pinks together, and they're stunning. I also will mix these two together as well. These are like really perfect for me right now. I think it was a really great idea that Morphe finally had a highlighter in their collection and added it in a palette form, because Morphe loves to do palettes, as you guys know, for the most part, and that's kind of their bread and butter. And so I was really happy to see this. I think it's a great palette. Totally love it. Definitely would recommend it to you guys. It's not sold out. You can still purchase it on Morphe's website, as well as you can find tons and tons and tons of YouTuber discounts to get 10% off. I think I use Trend Moods, or I use Jaclyn Hill's all the time, stuff like that. So you again can get it for 10% off. So overall, definitely I love it. I think it's a beautiful palette, a nice formula, and definitely a really affordable option if you want a palette that's travel friendly and very, very versatile as far as the colors in here, as using them as highlighters, as eyeshadows, and stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the review and swatches of the new Morphe highlighter palette. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you can stay tuned to all my upcoming videos, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!